as I said, that it's a very important time for the Labour Party locally and nationally. In the next 8 months, we will fight the most important general election in a generation. We have just returned from a very successful conference in Brighton, named by our fighting deputy leader of the party, our Fight Back Conference. Yesterday, when the Tory leader spoke to his conference, the polls showed that the Tory lead has now come back down to single figures. We are going up in the polls, and they are coming down. There is nothing to stop us continuing to close that gap if we keep on fighting and keep on working. Any talk of the inevitable victory for the Tories must be ended. How arrogant of David Cameron to sip champagne at his conference as if the election is already in the bag, when not a single vote has been cast. When I listened to the excellent speech by our leader and Prime Minister Gordon Brown at conference, I was proud to be a Labour Member of Parliament representing all the people of Ealing Southall, and I'm proud of the Labour values of social justice, equality, solidarity, secularism, community, unity and duality that we all hold dear. Friends, what a contrast to the Tories, both nationally and locally. When you hear George Osborne say that we are all in this together, what he and the Tories really mean is that you are on your own. David Cameron said yesterday that the government was all about character and judgment. Well, if we had rely on David Cameron's judgment over the last 18 months, during the economic crisis, we would be in deep economic depression now, with hundreds of thousands more jobs, homes, and business would have lost. On every economic judgment of the last 18 months, the Tories have called it wrong. Thank goodness that Gordon Brown, with all his economic experience, was at the helm when this crisis hit. And don't think this crisis has gone away. When people vote next year, the choice will be continued recovery under Labour or choked off recovery and prolonged recession under the Tories. The stakes could not be higher. Locally, we have a fight to win and shameful wrongs to put right. During my by-election, 5 Labour Southall councillors defected to the Tories. They did so for self-interest, unprincipled reasons, and refused to face the electorate as Tory candidates, knowing that they would be swept from office if they did so. These turncoats, Randy, your turn, or dal badlus, that's the term in Punjabi, will finally face the electorate next May. And we need to send them a message that the people of Southall do not take kindly to traitors, divisiveness, and self-interested opportunism. As I said earlier on, under the leadership of Julian Bell in Ealing and the Deputy Leader Ranjit Singh, I have no doubt that we have the chance to retake Ealing Council for Labour from the Tories, who have broken their promises on Spike Street Park, milked local people with unfair traffic and parking fines to the tune of millions of pounds, sold off our community centre and other community assets, and ran a council that only looks after the interests of Ealing Broadway and the affluent parts of the borough. I look forward to working with you all in the months ahead. We have a lot to lose and a lot to gain. Let's all do our part to get another Labour Council and the government elected. We can and we will win. Thank you.